What's going on guys, Jam is here back with another Street Fighter V video, and today's video is going to be showcasing frame kill setups that I know regarding delayed wake up with R.Mika. Now this is a topic I covered back in season 2 of Street Fighter V, which I'll leave the link to that video in the description below, but recently people have been asking me about frame kills in general, how Mika deals with delayed wake up, and if the video I did last time covering this topic is still viable. So I decided to basically put together an updated compilation of the frame kill setups in this video so that we're all on the same wavelength. In this video we'll be going over delay wake up setups from regular shooting Peach, Wingless Airplane and regular Brimstone. So without further ado, let's get started. So the first frame kill setup will be for regular shooting Peach, mainly applying to the medium and the heavy versions. After the shooting Peach, you forward dash, input stand medium kick, whiff stand hard punch, and then input R.Mika the forward hard punch. The forward hard punch will beat wake up buttons, backdash or jump escapes. The stand medium kick is to cover both normal recovery and back recovery on quick rise, but it's punishable on block against characters with a 3-frame button on normal recovery. If the opponent does block the meaty forward hard punch on the delayed wake up, then Mika should be left at +5 frame advantage at best. Now this moves me on to my next frame kill setup for regular shooting Peach, which is slightly different than the previous one. So instead of inputting stand medium kick first, this time round you input stand light kick, then with stand light punch, stand hard punch, and finally input forward hard punch. Again, the forward hard punch will beat wake up buttons, backdash, jumps, etc, etc. The stand light kick is to cover normal recovery specifically. This setup cannot cover back recovery, please keep that in mind. Again, if the opponent does block the meaty forward hard punch, then Mika will be, or should be, at +5 frame advantage from the R.Mika at best. Now onto the next set of frame kill setups, which is going to be from Wingless Airplane. And I'm going to be using EX Wingless Airplane as the example in this video. So for the first setup, as you're seeing now, after the animation, you do a forward dash, input crouching light kick, then whiff stand hard punch, and input forward hard punch. To repeat this again, the forward hard punch beats wake up buttons, backdash or jump escapes. The crouching light kick however covers the quick rise, in which you get a small combo into light shooting Peach or EX shooting Peach. And if the forward hard punch is blocked, then again you are safe on block. I believe Mika should be +5 at best. And for the next setup from Wingless Airplane, which is going to be a little bit different than the previous one. Now after the crouching light kick, instead of whiffing stand hard punch, this time whiff standing medium punch, then forward dash, and this should leave Mika at +1 frame advantage. So what this means is Mika can do a meaty crouching light punch against the entire cast, but if you're up against a character with a 4-frame button, you can be a bit lenient and do a standing light punch instead, and this should be all wake up options I mentioned before. But Mika doesn't get as much mileage this time round as if it was a forward hard punch. This setup is a bit tricky, so it may take a while to get down or get this down properly, because even I flop it sometimes. Now this next section will be going over frame kills after landing a regular Brimstone. This first setup you're seeing now applies to both mid-screen and the corner, in which you forward dash, whiff a regular throw, then forward dash again and input forward hard punch. You may have seen Fudo do this a couple times. It's a pretty simple setup, but the regular throw beats wake up buttons, however jumping and backdashing will avoid it. Please be sure to keep that in mind. And since it's a regular throw, the opponent can always tech it, but that's where the mind game comes in, and you might actually try and go for command throw, but that is risky in a situation like this. These next set of frame kills I'm showing only apply for when Mika is in the corner. The one you're seeing now is one I've definitely showcased before. After the Brimstone, input crouch light punch, whiff forward hard punch, then whiff crouching medium punch, and input forward hard punch again. This is a pretty basic setup, but the timing of this can be annoying, but this setup is highly rewarding because if the forward hard punch hits, regular hit or counter hit, you can put the opponent in the left right 50-50 in the corner. On block, Mika should be at +3 frame advantage, and of course on quick rise, the first forward hard punch is what that is going to be covering, so please keep that in mind. Lots of R.Mikas in this one. The second setup off of Brimstone in the corner is again slightly different from the previous one. After the whiffed crouching light punch and the whiffed forward hard punch, this time round you want to input crouching light kick into stand medium punch. The timing of this is pretty strict, but when done correctly, Mika will be left at +3 frame advantage, allowing a meaty throw or button to become a lethal option. Just like before, the forward hard punch is to cover the quick rise. The third frame kill setup in the corner doesn't involve the forward hard punch this time round, praise be, but it's still pretty strong. First you input stand light punch, then you input crouch medium punch, then you forward dash, and finally input a crouching light punch. This will leave Mika at +3 frame advantage, which is the ideal scenario for her in Street Fighter V, which I done a video about why +3 situations are important for her not too long ago. This could lead into a meaty brimstone, regular throw, or a stand medium punch. You take your pick. The crouching medium punch, however, is to cover the quick rise, which I'm pretty sure you've all seen by now. Now this pen ultimate setup is slightly different than the previous one, but still leaves Mika at +3 frame advantage. First with stand medium punch, then input crouch light punch, with another stand medium punch, and finally forward dash, which then gives Mika the choices of going for a meaty regular throw, meaty brimstone, or a meaty stand medium punch, which all three options beat wake up buttons, but only the stand medium punch can stop backdashes. The crouching light punch is to cover the quick rise, but the follow up is weak. But you're in the corner, so you can't really complain. And now for the final frame kill setup after you land a brimstone in the corner. First off, you forward dash. Now this will leave Mika at +2 frame advantage normally. Then input stand light punch, with a regular throw after that, and then input stand light punch again, which then leaves Mika at +3 frame advantage. And by now you should know what this means. A mix up between stand medium punch, regular throw, or command throw, which all three, like I said before, to regurgitate, beat wake up buttons. The stand light punch, the first one you do however, is to cover a quick rise. And if it connects, you can follow up with a target combo or something. If it's blocked, you can go for a regular throw or mix it up with a command throw or something afterwards because you're left at +2 frame advantage. And that's going to be it for the video, folks. Just showcasing all the frame kills I know and use for delayed wake up in Street Fighter V. Now it's not imperative that you learn all of these, nor is it mandatory, but these have helped me in matches and hopefully they can help you. One thing I didn't mention in the video, which I'll mention now, is that if the opponent has an invincible reversal, then it will beat any of these setups I've showcased in the video. Let me know how you guys felt about the video in the comment sections below. Was everything too rapid? Was I not crystal clear at a particular point? Stuff like that. All necessary information regarding this video will be in the description below, as well as my social media outlets. This has been your boy Hasty Jammers, and I'll see you guys next Street Fighter V video. So until then, take care.